Today we're in Dunnywater Car Park and we're going to be taking the road up towards Binnian Tunnel. Now it's been well over a year since the last time I've been up here, and I wanted to bring you along just to show you exactly how much of the forest has actually been cut away, how nature's dealing with it, and how this million tree project's coming along. And also we'll be putting this little gadget to the test. This is a little hydration conversion tube that will convert any sort of drinking bottle, water bottle, into a hydration pack. So we'll be testing this along the way and see whether it was worth the £6.33 that I paid on Amazon for it. So let's get our backpack on. I'll get this set up and I'll show you exactly what's involved with this. Yeah, better leave there. There they are. What about you? Are you good, aye? Okay guys, let's get this all set up here. So this is just your normal bully guns, 1 litre bottle. So what we do to actually get this working is we will screw off the actual cap itself, and then you'll get your little adapters. Okay, so this straw will pull out, so you can adjust how deep you want the actual straw to go into the bottle. So I want to get as much of that bottle as possible. So I think we're good to go about there. Right. And then it's just simple. Screw that part on. So it comes in the 2 parts here. Screw that on. Screw this little part on here. And that's basically it. That's your little hydration pack there. It does come with like a little crocodile clip as well, and the handy little bite. So you just bite onto this and just suck through the straw. So we'll get it in their backpack. It also comes with, let me just see, you slide this in their pouch, snap our things over, and what we do is we just bring this over. There is, like, if you can see here, this also comes with it. So this is just like a little snap for the tube that'll hold it in place. And then we just get our little crocodile clip. Oh, there's my alarm. I'm well up before that. Hold on, I'll turn this off. So you just get a wee alligator clip, or crocodile clip, whatever you want to call it, and clip it on to the top of my backpack there. Pop on the hydration tube. Now I've cut about a foot off this tube, so it is longer than that. So again, it comes probably about 3 foot of actual tubing itself, but we'll track it out to see what the practicality of it is, whether it's going to leak, whether it's easy enough to get the water out of the tube. This is going to be my first time using this. So again, the reason why I bought this was, I normally, as you can see in the previous videos, I would have my bottle clipped on to the carabiner here, but it bounces about. We'll talk about that along the way. So yeah, let's get our backpack on and let's go and have an adventure. Right, there we go guys, so we're just going to go through the gate here. Let's just take a wee down there up the road here. Oh, my poles, I nearly forgot my poles there. See that? Then we'll go back and try again. Part 2, we got the poles. Right. There's my first midgie. Hopefully there's not a whole load up here. You can feel one on my ear already, and I've no midge with me. Right, so it's pretty much tarmac path the whole way here. And I think it's about 1.6 miles out to the actual Binnian Tunnel itself. So you'll probably see an awful lot of these gates. You'll probably pass through a few of them when you're over this direction inside the catchment area. These are the water board put these up. So this is, you know, sort of going into the water board area. They will have like the engravings on the actual ball post. There should be like WB something on them. Let's see. Or are they just smooth? What is this talking about now? So you've got BWC, Belfast Water Company, on it. I don't know whether you can see that or not. I just get stung by a jagged nettle. That wee bugger, I didn't even see that. So first impressions, the water actually does flow quite easily out of the little tube. There's like a little bike cover here. I've just clipped these on here while I get this in my hand. But yeah, overall the plus side so far is I haven't got that annoying water bottle bouncing off my chest constantly as I'm walking along, which is pretty cool. And I think just because that's there, it's going to be easier for me just to constantly keep myself hydrated that wee bit more than with a bottle, because it was very annoying. And the water capacity in that litre bottle is a lot more than what was on the one that was clipped onto the actual Jubilee clip itself, or not Jubilee clip, sorry, the carabine. So yeah, first impressions, works well. It's getting hot now, I might get the fan out. Oh, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Sort of here, from the gate to the little water house, 0.8 of a mile. What are we at? Half an hour for a mile, 0.8 of a mile. Well, but you see the old iron gates and all on it. It's pretty cool, this, isn't it? So I don't actually know what's inside it, but it is to do with the water board. So we should be getting up close to where they've started cutting these trees down. And then we'll talk about the million tree project with Northern Ireland Water Board. Holy smokes, this is bigger than what I thought. They've cut some trees down here as well, but as you can see, some of the trees have fell as well. Over here too, so there'd be an awful lot of this would be just deforestation, just harvesting the wood, some through disease and also some done by storm damage. I can't actually see if there has been any little trees planted in and around the area, but the vegetation is so high you probably wouldn't be able to see it anyway. But we'll get the drone up and we get a better look at this and see from the sky the vastness of this. Okay guys, so we talked about what this million tree project was. So it's a large scale reforestation by the Northern Ireland Water Board, and the idea is to plant 1 million trees across its holdings in Northern Ireland. So the quote from Alistair Jenks explains the main goal of the project is to plant 1 million trees on their Ireland waterland. Their Northern Ireland waterland. Restore the areas where forests have been lost through disease, felling and environmental pressures, increasing biodiversity, creating habitats for wildlife, encouraging native flowers, plants, insects, birds and mammals to thrive. So yeah, so it's going to help also with the carbon dioxide and the contribution to climate change, and improve the water quality and protect the catchment areas. So yeah, that's the Million Tree Project. Look what's landed on my backpack, a little ladybug, and it is a wee 1, 2, 3. Is that a 5 or a 6 spotted ladybug? Oops. There you go. It's cool. There you go. That was class. Excellent. And the wee ladybug flying off there. So we got some lovely shots of this area here. So you can see how vast the amount of timber that's been taken away from this side of the mountains. So over there, obviously that's Lamigan and Cove, and then Hurst Castle, Rocky, and then this is your long siphon out to the round siphon, and then Chimney in the foreground there, and then that's the big base Binnian behind me here. And then we did a wee video of this here. This is Percy Beach over here. This is behind that Percy Beach is the Blue Log. It's beautiful, guys. If you want a really, really beautiful hike, go up to the Blue Log. It's amazing. It's a lovely walk. It's about 2 mile out and 2 mile back from the top car park in the Carricklettle. So we'll head on down the track here, and I'll take you down towards the Binnian Tunnel, where the start of the Binnian Tunnel is, and it goes for, I think it's like about a couple of miles through the ground there and through the middle of Binnian, Sleeve Binnian, and then it comes out on the other side of Silent Valley. So yeah, put the camera back on my backpack, and then we'll head down towards the Binnian Tunnel. Yeah, this is like completely alien to me, because the last time, it was about a year and a half ago, the last time I came here, all of this, you were just in sheer darkness here with the amount of trees that were coming up over this little footbridge here. So you're kind of sheltered. I think I have actual video footage of the forest of me walking through it. I'll maybe put it up on the screen here, and then you can get a rough idea of how heavy the vegetation was. And now it's completely stripped back. I mean, hundreds of trees, possibly over 1,000, hundreds of trees maybe. But yeah, but it had to be done. They weren't native to the area, but the main plan for the Million Tree Project is to populate the area and plant native trees. So they're going to introduce new native trees into the whole area, 1 million trees. Apparently so far they've said that they've planted over 250,000, but it doesn't look like they've got to this section here. So I've seen a couple of videos of where the actual logs were here, all stacked up high, kind of like the way they do the forestation over in Knockcree. So over towards Agram Hill, they do the same sort of idea of these trees that they plant, and I think it's the project between 30 and 50 years. They plant the trees, forest them, harvest them either 30 years later or 50 years later. It's in around that time period, giving the trees time to grow. But I'd say with the storms that we're having, the actual type of tree that they're planting doesn't really grip well into the ground. So as you've seen over in Drumkeira, the devastation there with 2 storms ago, the amount of damage that was done there was colossal. So we haven't far now just to get up to the Binnian Tunnel. I'll show you what that's all about. So the wee river is it's practically dried up. You can hear a little stream coming through it here. But yeah, so there's not much there. There'll probably not be much in around Binnian Tunnel. So we'll still go up and have a look at it and see. So this is coming up the Binnian Tunnel. So this tunnel stretches, it's just been carved the whole way through this mountain, and it goes right through the other side of Binnian, Slieve Binnian, and pours in the Silent Valley. So you'll get all this water flowing down from Binnian Loch, Blue Loch, and stretching into the Allalong River. So they'll all flow down here and end up here. So you want to go up to Hur's Castle, take that road over the Stad, over across this way, and then up to the right, Hur's Castle. There's some beautiful wee rock pools out there. So this is Binnian Tunnel. So see, yeah, there is a bit of a stream coming off. But not much. So the gates are closed. See the gates in the corner there? They're slightly open. So this is very low. So you can nearly see the water line there on the actual wall itself. So see the dark part, then the lighter part down below. That's normally your fill line there when it's heavy rains and stuff. But yeah, it comes down in here and then flows through there, through the Binnian Tunnel and out the Silent Valley. Such a feat of engineering, is unreal. But yeah, that's your Binnian Tunnel. You can hear it going through. Listen. Isn't that wild? There's Binnian Tunnel. You can see that. That's mad. 1952 that headstone is. Whether that was the completion time, I'm not sure. There we are, Binnian Tunnel. There we are. Oh, you're getting that. So between 1923 and 1933, the Silent Valley had been constructed, in order to fulfill the ever-increasing demand for water for the Greater Belfast area. The demand of the water, however, continued to grow. It was decided against building another reservoir in the Allalong Valley, but instead to dig a tunnel which would direct all the water coming down the Allalong Valley catchment area and the top of Silent Valley Dam. This tunnel starts here at Dunnywater in Allalong and cuts through Slieve Binnian, 747 metres high, and ends over 2 miles away in Silent Valley. So yeah, what a feat of engineering. Isn't that just mad? Absolutely mad. And guys, hold on 1 second. It's not a hard walk. So far it has, like I've been sitting, stopping, filming, reading up. It's 1.9 miles, and I did it in 1 hour and 50 minutes. But say I've been filming, stopping and starting, but it's just the distance. If you can see that, that would be more your interest. 1.9 miles, so just under 2 miles out, and then 2 miles back. I've had a blast here coming out here, so I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to sit down for a wee bit and have a wee tin of Pepsi, have a wee sandwich, sit and relax and just enjoy where I am. And I'll get back to you in a wee bit. This is just amazing, isn't it? So they would be operating like little floodgates. I would take it there, obviously dropped to build the pressure up to push the water through. I don't know whether, obviously they've engineered it in the way so the water can flow downward for whenever the water flow is low like this, to make its way through. So they would have had to run at an angle slightly downward towards Silent Valley, because obviously water can't go uphill. It has to have like a little incline for it to flow, for it to get the natural flow of the water. Well, yeah, this is your Binnian Tunnel. But isn't it crazy that the way they've just dug 2 miles through that hole there, the whole way right through that mountain? Mad, absolutely mad. And I take it was probably granite that they're possibly cutting through there too. Soil, granite, whatever it was that was in there. Possibly, I'm not 100% sure on what the actual material was that they took out of the actual mountain itself, but yeah, the feet alone is colossal. So there we are, Binnian Tunnel. I'm gonna find a little spot here that maybe sit over there, catch some sun rays, enjoy my day, get the sandwiches out and sit and relax, or maybe get the drone back up again, fly it out to Harris Castle. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, sandwich time.
Scared crows in the empty sky, turning slow and drifting wide. There's a watcher in the field tonight, with the wind for company. Scared crows cry and wheel around, dark wings tracing silent sound, but they leave the lonely guardian standing where the roots run deep. Fence posts lean like tired soldiers, barn boards creak with every breeze. Years have settled in the wheat rows like forgotten melodies. Someone placed that silent figure long before these days grew thin. Now it holds a fading daylight, like a secret locked within. Scared crows in the empty sky, turning slow and drifting wide. There's a watcher in the field tonight, with the wind for company. Scared crows cry and wheel around, dark wings tracing silent sound, but they leave the lonely guardian standing where walked alone. Scared crows circle overhead, while the fading daylight spreads, and the watcher in the quiet field stands where stories sleep.
So there you go, guys. We've had our break, we've had our sandwich, we've had our little tin of Pepsi, so we're refueled for the walk back. Again, it's going to be about 2 miles roughly back to the car, but again, little recap on the hydration system. This thing is amazing, so I'll just take you through it one more time if you hadn't seen it at the start of the video. This is the little hydration conversion bottle. So we can get it into the light here. Yeah. Let's see. So we can see it a wee bit better here. So it just screws on to a normal water bottle just via this, and then you've got the like little straw goes down. First of all, it is fantastic. A fantastic little bit of kit for £6, 33 pence plus packaging. It comes from China, so it takes a wee while for it to get here. It took about a week for it to get here, but it has a little bike cover and just your little bike section here. So again, fantastic. I found myself drinking an awful lot more water, keeping a wee bit more hydrated, just because it's a lot more convenient. Just a grip for the straw there, and just bite down on it and just keep sucking away at the water. But yeah, for me, 100%, that is going to be a piece of kit that I am going to keep up with, rather than having that annoying water bottle constantly banging off my chest as I walked. And also sometimes I forget to open the little drinking part of it, so the water ends up getting pressurized and pushing up through the straw, and it ends up soaking your t-shirt. So yeah, the hydration kit is from Amazon. Just look up hydration conversion kits. So it's, you'll find them, and there's loads of different brands of different ranges that you can buy. But I just thought, you know what, for £6.33, and then I think it cost me in total about £10, £4 for delivery as well. But yeah, it's definitely 100% go for me. There's a wee dog. Yeah, so there you go. That's been me. I've been David. This has been David taking a help. I'm gonna head back to the car. So if you do get something out of this, guys, consider hitting that wee subscribe button. Definitely hit that like button. Leave a comment if you've done this hike before up in the Big Sleeve Binnian. We're going to get posted finished off here because there's people coming down. Yeah, let's see, as normal, keep smiling, happy hiking, and we'll see you in the next one. So we've got the little fan going, guys. The temperature is pretty hot today. You can hear this. This is only at, what was that, 3? I don't know. We can turn it up to 5, and then you can hear how strong it is. And I've got like a little dead cat on that, so yeah, check them out. You'll see that in the last video that I did, trying to get up to the wee abandoned cottages. So it's just a wee portable fan. You just wrap around your neck on the lanyard or clip it to your trouser belt. But it's a welcoming feeling today, just having that lovely breeze on me. Hello.
Good speaking whispers, they would tell what time is known. Every storm and every sunrise, every soul that walked alone. Scared crows circle overhead, while the fading daylight spreads, and the watcher in the quiet field stands where stories sleep. crows drifting through the air, black wings fading everywhere, but the silent guardian remains where the harvest you